Hello, welcome to Home for Every Season. My name is Maureen. I am the owner and the designer here at this page. Today I am with Bright and Early Crafters, or it's Bright and Early and Evening Crafters. The name has been changed. And today our challenge was Miniature Monday. So everyone has been making things. It had to be less or no bigger than 3 inches. So we've been having a lot of fun with a lot of little details. So come on in and join me. I'm excited to do my craft with you guys. I might use a little bit of clay, but it's mostly going to be things that I've had on hand that I've wanted to do something with for a really long time. And so that's what I'll be doing. Hello, Denise. How are you? Denise, your story was so touching today about the little bee in the garden and falling asleep and yawning and just absolutely precious. I loved it. Loved every minute of it. Thank you so much. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hello again. Hello, Margarita. How are you? So thank you for joining me, you guys. I think Shay might still, when I left, she was still on. So I don't know if she finished up or not. So what I'm going to do, you guys. Hi, Robin. How are you? I absolutely love. You've seen me use these little cake stands. You can buy these from Crafty Ma'am. Michelle makes these on her 3D printer. Hi, Helen. Hello, Margaret. And you can get them in all sorts of different colors. And I just absolutely love these little things. I use them on all kinds of stuff. I use them underneath that glam candy, or not glam candy, my pink glam cake that I designed. And I've used them on a couple of other cakes. A raspberry cake that sold, it had one of these underneath it. And so I just think they're a precious, cute little thing. Usually when I do them on a cake, I will show you. I do them upside down. Can you see how that's on the bottom? This is how you can do them like this, or you can flip it and put it like this. I like it like this for a tall cake. I just think it gives you a more stable base underneath there. Hello, Diane. Hi, Laura. And so I like to flip mine, and then, but today I'm going to be using it as an actual tabletop setting. Hi, Denise. How are you? So let's get busy, you guys. I've had these little miniature things for a really long time. I'm excited to use them. So the first thing that I want to do, I have this real pretty, it's just a ribbon, a long ribbon. This one has little yarn pieces hanging from it. And I'm going to glue it on the edge of this and make it kind of resemble sort of like a little tablecloth, all right? So let's get started with that. Hopefully, oh, I need a new glue stick. Hold on, guys. I have it on low, so hopefully I don't melt anything. I think with a 3D printer, if I'm not mistaken, I heard somebody say that you need to be careful applying hot stuff to it because it can melt it, because it's a, I don't know, that's how it creates it and stuff, is with heat, or maybe it won't even stick to it. I don't know. That peeled off pretty easy. It might be that this will not stick. We'll see. I'm going to try it, okay? I'll let you guys know. Thank you, Denise. Thank you so much. All right. How are you, Laura? All right. Hi, Diane. If I've already said hi to some of you, I apologize for saying your name twice. Let's get started. So I'm going to take, just on the very edge right there, I'm going to put a little bead of hot glue on the low setting. Okay. Hopefully this will work. Time will tell, my friends. How many of you played with like Barbies or dolls or whatever when you were little? Hi, Deb. How are you? I still, you guys, I love toys. I love toys. I love play. I think it's so important for our little babies, our grandchildren, and our children to have toys. I do. I think that it helps their imagination grow. I think it helps them feel loved. I just love toys. I do. And so I'm going to be making, this will probably land in my playroom unless somebody wanted it. But anyway, I just love little miniature things. So when we got our assignment for Miniature Monday, I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be so fun. But I remember as a little girl walking home from school, and there was some kind of a tree or a bush that had little tiny red berries on it. I really don't know what they were, for sure. I've seen lots of red berries since then. But I pretended that they were tomatoes for my dolls. And I would pick them and go home and make, tomato pie or something. Hi, Shay. Shay, I loved your cup that you were doing. That was so cute. You are very, very talented. And of course, you guys, I got a hair stuck in there. I don't know if you guys have hair, but I have a lot of hair. And my hair tends to, every once in a while, I'll get a hair on, like when I'm walking past certain things where I have things hanging, especially where my mesh things are, it'll grab me by the hair. I am a big toy lover and gifter. Exactly, Debbie. Yes. Hi, Ginger. How are you? Hi, Anne. Oh, Jackie, what are you doing, my sweet friend? You guys, that's my best friend on there. Hello. I was just thinking about you. Not even 10 minutes ago, I was thinking, oh, I bet she's so busy. I will call you as soon as I'm done here. I love you. You always get somebody that pops on here, you guys, and it just makes your heart melt. That's what just happened to me when Jackie said, hello, my beautiful friend. You have friends on here, you guys, and we say, hello, friend. And then you have other friends that have been in the delivery room with you when you gave birth to a child. And that is a true friend, right? She was over here one day when I was live, you guys. All right, so we're just going to keep putting this little tablecloth around here. See how it's going to look? It looks like a little table. I love it. This is going to work good. You live in a fur ball? I don't have any cats and dogs anymore. Thank you for saying hi to her, you guys. Oh, thank you, Shay. I try. I'm having fun. If having fun counts, then we're all doing great. Because I am absolutely having fun over here. All right, so we're just going to keep wrapping this around and sticking it in the little tiny corners of the little loops. This is cute. How many of you have been enjoying our Miniature Monday today? Lots of little tiny things have been happening. So fun. I don't design super tiny miniatures. Usually the size I design. Hi, Rhonda. How are you? The sizes that I design probably the most would be tier tray size. I love to do large creations, but I've not done as many large creations as I have the smaller ones. Not at all. I'm still getting my feet wet with the large ones. But they're fun too. They just take a while to do. All right, guys. So there is our shing-a-lang, as Palan would call it. If anybody knows Palan, they would say, yep, that's something Palan would say. She'd call this stuff shing-a-lang. I'm sure. All right, there we go. So now we have this cute little edging all the way around our little table. And we got glue strings. That's all right. They come right off, you guys. All right, so there's our little table with its little tablecloth-like thing. And it matches it well enough that I didn't have to put anything on the top of it. I played around with a napkin. That didn't work out. So I thought, we will just do this like this. We miss you too, Debbie. I wish everybody could be back on here. When I see the lineup, I'm like, I wish everybody wasn't so busy. All right, guys, so there's our little table. So what do you put on a table? A table setting, of course. So this little thing is 3 inches tall. these little tiny cake stands that you can get at Crafty Ma'am are only 3 inches tall, all right? It has to be less than 3 inches. All right, so there's that part. Then I have this little teapot, all right? Look how little it is. This, when I put this on here, it will make the overall design taller than 3 inches. I hope this is okay to do, you guys. But individually, they're not 3 inches. Thank you, Debbie. I hope that's okay. I'm hoping that this will work. So when I bought this little tea set at the Dollar Tree, it only had 3 little plates. And I thought at first, well, I got ripped off. They ripped me off a whole plate. But guess what? When I put this little thing on here today, trying to figure it out, you can only fit 3 on here.
Oh.
It's the perfect size. So, you know, sometimes the Lord knows that down the road, we're only going to need 3, not 4 plates, all right? So that was perfect. Look at that. That's cute. So here we go. All right, so I am going to hot glue these on here. I hope that's okay. All right, guys, you ready? Wasn't her story nice? Denise, that was so cute. All right, guys, so now we're going to glue each of these little plates onto our little table. You can't get much more miniature than these little tiny plates. They are tiny, tiny. Well, I guess you could. You could go Barbie size. I have a lot of Barbie stuff.
Speaking of tiny,
what?
I'm adding a Daihatsu midget.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. He's adding something, you guys. Speaking of tiny, he said. He's a funny guy.
Does anybody want to see it?
No, Azrael. Honey, they can't see it, and I'm live, baby. All right, guys. So there is our 3 little plates. So with those on there, we're not much over the 3 inches, okay? It's still little. The only thing that's going to put me over the 3 inches is the little teapot. Then that will make the overall design probably 6 inches, because this is 3 inches and the table's 3 inches. So I don't know. Is that all right, you guys? I think it's fine. Thank you, you guys. All right, so now for this little teapot, let's not glue it down just yet, because we might want to put something, you know, we might want to do something with that. Then we're also going to put little cups. Look at these little tiny, tiny cups. All right, and we're going to do 3 of those on each of the other little rounds. See why it didn't matter to have a tablecloth on there, you guys? You're not even going to see it. And then we'll have the little tea set in the middle. Like this. Isn't that cute? Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. All right. And then, but then the funnest part is, you guys, I got all these little tiny, 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 tiny things from Crafty Amy Girl. Look at how little these are. Can you see my little tiny things in there? Look at little tiny waffles, little tiny ice creams, little tiny pink pancakes, little tiny hot dogs and donuts. There's a little hot dog right there, or a pizza. Little teeny, teeny, tiny. If it's over 3 inches, you get popped with a ruler. Well, I'll take that. No, it will be over 3 inches. That's okay. You guys can pop me with the ruler. Oh my gosh. D. All right. It's still little. Isn't it cute? Him, Debbie? Yeah, he's a hoot. Okay, guys, look at these little tinies. I want to show you these outside of the glare of the plastic, but I don't want to spill anything either. Let me try to get, look at how little itty bitty these are. Just little teeny tiny, tiny things, you guys. All right, so now we got to fill our little plates up. I did glue the plates down. Let's take the cups and the things off until we're ready for them. So now we have to decide how we want to do our little plates. And I'm thinking, because there's some different little foods on here, like I could do, we could do it just little desserts on the plates, Or we could, you know, Debbie, or we could do like, you know, I don't know. I think it's mostly desserts in here, but there is this little tiny hot, oh gosh. Hold on, guys. My glue gun is dripping on my scissors. I don't want that to happen. All right. Look at how little these hot dogs are. They're cute. I mean, I can't even hold them. I think they're half an inch. This little hot dog is half an inch tall. Look how little it is. It's a little, what are those called? Piggy in a blanket? With a little hot dog inside the bun. So there's one little thing that is super duper tiny in there. And then there's these little tiny waffles. Oh my gosh. Itty bitty baby waffle. Little pink one. And these look like little pizzas, I think. Oh no, I don't know what this little guy is. What is he? I don't know. He's got eyes. He's something. Something took a little bite out of him. He's tiny. Look at him. He's just a little tiny thing. I don't even know what he is. And then, let's see. Here's like a little, like a bun. You could almost make a hamburger. That's a little bun. See how little they are? So, let's get these out. I'm just showing you them up close so you can see how minuscule they are. They're stinking cute, you guys. Look at this little chocolate one. Little teeny tiny. Isn't that cute? It does almost look like a Pop-Tart. That one doesn't. That one's not a Pop-Tart, though. It's not flat enough to be a Pop-Tart. What is this other one? Hold on, you guys. Oh, here's like a little teddy bear shaped. I don't know if you can see it or not. They're like little pizza thingies, almost. What is this one? This one is a croissant. I don't even know if I can...
Tell the difference.
It's so tiny. Look at this little croissant. Isn't that cute? All right, guys. Isn't it? Yes, these are so stinking cute. They're just precious. All right, guys. Oh, and look at these little tiny ice creams. These are so itty bitty. Look at that little itty bitty ice cream cone. All right. And the little tiny minuscule lollipop. Teeny, teeny, tiny lollipop. All right, guys. So I showed you all of those to also show you what I got today from Mariposa's Creations. Because I'm thinking that I need to try to do one of these. Look at these little tiny waffle bowls that I got in today. They are an inch tall. It's a little waffle bowl. So we could put a little ice cream in here with some white clay and put that in the center of our plate like that. And then we could decorate the ice cream with these little miniature things. What do you think? That's what I'm thinking. I think that would be so stinking cute. Here's little tiny ice cream cones that I did over here. This little guy is not even an inch. That little waffle bowl is not even an inch tall, you guys. These are an inch tall. So that's what I think I want to do. I think I want to fill these little waffle bowls with a little bit of ice cream. Let's see. And then these little cups, they could be a soda. Maybe. I don't know. I'm probably getting too many things going on here. Oh, I'm having fun with all these little miniature thingies. All right. Let's put a little bit of ice cream in this one just to see what it looks like. We'll just play around with it a little. We'll do a little white ice cream. The clay that I'm using is from Ribbon Branch Crafts. I'm still on her bag of white. It's a 1,000-gram bag, you guys. Look how big this bag is. And I've been being careful with the white because there seems to be a little bit of shortage again on certain colors. And so I'm trying to be careful. There's nothing worse than needing something and not being able to have it. And you have to wait, especially when it's clay. If it's a color, that's one thing. But if it's white, then, you know, you kind of got to be careful with your whites. All right, I'm thinking that we can probably just put this down in there. And I put a little bit of glue in there. Have you guys ever done something this tiny? Anybody on here? Done something this little itty bitty of a project? This is probably the smallest I've done. And our assignment on Wednesday is going to be really fun too. I think it's bugs and ladybugs. All right, guys, I'm rolling a little tiny ball to get started, and I'm going to drop it down in the bottom of that waffle bowl, just like that. Okay, can you see it? It's just a tiny little bit down in the bottom of it. Okay, then I'm going to roll a really tiny worm. Let me get out my tray. I'm going to leave my glue gun plugged in because I'm using some things that are clay and I don't need to, I can use my hot glue on some things. I love miniatures too, Margarita. I think they're a blast. They are so fun. I think it's just the little girl in us. All right, guys, hopefully this is large enough. I really rolled it tiny. I'm just going to swirl it around in there. Nope, that part, oh, I pulled the whole thing out. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, put that bottom one back down in there. And this needs to be a little bit thicker. Now I'm getting it right. Cute. There we go. Look at little tiny thing of ice cream. Can you see that? There it is in the little teeny tiny waffle bowl. All right, so we'll set that on our plate for now. I'm not going to glue that down because I don't know for sure that that's how I want to do it. All right, so we'll set that aside. We'll put our little bowl right here for now. Let's go ahead and do 3 of these little ice cream bowls. I love to collect Miniverse collections. What is that, Margarita? Is Miniverse like tiny things? I've never heard of it. Or did you mean miniature collections? So Azriel has quite the collection of Playmobil and Imaginext and Lego. And what else? A lot of little things that he had when he was really little. All kinds of little tiny miniature toys, you guys. But Playmobil really goes all out. I mean, their things are amazing. So as crafters, if you really want to find some cool things that you can use in your crafting as miniatures, go look at the Playmobil collections. Really watch for them when you're garage selling or yard selling or whatever. And you might be able to find yourself some really cute little items. Because I know they have really cute stuff. Hi, Alyssa. How are you? All right, guys, let's get another little ball down inside there. It has to be pretty tiny. Even smaller than that. Okay. Thank you, Alyssa. You are the best at doing that for all of us. Thank you so much. Why is this not coming out for me? I ordered my new Liquid Fusion, you guys, so it'll be coming. I seem to have a clog in my Liquid Fusion. Hold on, guys. Oh, what a mess. Tiny things can make a big mess. Did you know that? It's been a long day at work. Oh, you're almost done? I don't know how ladies do it. Go work all day and then come home and do lives and stuff. My hat is off to each of you that do that. We're looking for toothpicks, you guys. Hi, Ramona. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Okay, they are like mystery balls, and you put together some with UV resin. Well, that does sound fun. That sounds really fun. Where do you get those at? Okay. There we go. Sometimes I get my lids mixed up, you guys, between my Aleene's Tacky Glue and my Liquid Fusion. If you do that, it will seize up your glue right at the tip of your bottle. I don't know if you knew that. All right, there's all of our little whites in there. And now we just need 2 little worms for our swirly ice cream. Did you guys all have a good Easter? We had a really quiet Easter. Not a whole lot going on. My husband was off. You guys, I thought he had to work this weekend. Come to find out, he was off. And so we did cook. We had a little ham and some scalloped potatoes and peas. And it was delicious. And then my daughter had bought a cheesecake at Costco. And so that was our dessert. It was really good. All right, here's how I do my little ice cream. So see how it looks like that? If you pull on clay, it's going to stretch. Well, this is one time when you do want that to have that look, is the top of an ice cream cone. It gives you that little look right there. And then you can take that and fold it over. And it actually ends up looking like, you know, like a Dairy Queen ice cream or something. See that? All right, so that is one time that I do like to pull on my clay. Usually you want to cut clay. You don't want to pull on it. You don't work and you get exhausted? Me too, Ginger, but we work. You just got home. Well, now you can relax, huh? All right, one more little ice cream bowl, and then we'll move on. And then we're going to decorate our little ice creams with our little miniature, all of our little miniature things that I showed you guys, because they're so cute. We'll be able to get some little sprinkles on there. Okay, so that's like that. And then I pull on it. And it gets like that. And then I just fold that over and make it look like it has that little, like that. A little hook of ice cream. You can find anywhere. I usually get mine at Target. Awesome. I'll have to look for them. Thank you, Margarita. All right, we're done with this part, you guys. So let's put our clay, cover it back up so nothing happens to it. It's like gold. White clay is quite the treasure. In my world, anyway. Sometimes getting those little teeth to line up on your zipper is a pain in the butt. All right, guys. So now we have, I am going to put these up here just because it'll be easier for me to see what I'm doing. All right. So there is our little ice creams. They're not glued down. They're just sitting on the little table. All right. And now we need to put, do you remember I went to the store the other day and I bought the little, I have strawberry and yellow, but the strawberry one is what I'm going to use right now. And I did find my other ones that I couldn't find the other day. It is pink. It's called Love Color. This stuff is, oh, this one's 3D acrylic writer. Hold on. I want to get the jelly one. Let me grab my jelly. It's right down here. Just in case it's different, you guys. Yeah. This one says 3D cherry drop, jelly drop, cherry. So we'll put some of this on. This will look like syrup on our little ice cream. Aren't they cute? Thank you, Ginger. Okay, you tried to private message you. Ginger, who did she try to, my Joy's Creations. Hey, Ginger, since you're a business, when you usually need to go to your personal page to private message people, just like you did with me. And that's probably why you couldn't. I don't think businesses can private message businesses at first. Maybe, I don't know. But try to go to your personal page to send private messages. It might work better. Okay. This is going to be cute. And this stuff, when you use this stuff, you guys, it stays in place. It like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like cream glue, only it's not really cream glue. All right, I'm going to try to, hold on. Let me do just a little touch on here, just so I get an idea of what it's going to look like. All right. You can get these on clearance right now. This Love Color is what I'm using. Can't see the tag, with the tag in the way, sorry. The tag shows that it was on sale half price for $2.24, normally $4.48 or something like that. This one says $1.49 and then it's marked to $2.24. That's not right. Anyway, it's Love Color and it's 3D jelly drop. So this gives your fake bakes the look of having like syrup on them. Okay, here goes this one. Oh, I forgot I was going to test it out on here first, just to make sure I know what it's going to look like. Oh yeah, that'll be cute. All right, ready? So now I'm going to start right here. Well, I don't know if I exactly like that, but there it is. All right. So that's what that looks like. Maybe I'll start at the top and go down. Oh, it don't matter how I do it. It's still going to look kind of weird. It just looks like syrup, you guys, so it's okay. There's that one. See, it just looks like it has like cherry or strawberry syrup on it. I'm going to spread this one out a little bit more. It just looks too globbed up right there. Okay. And one more. So this is what you do with these 3D jellies, Love Color, that we were talking about on my last couple of lives on Saturday, you guys, when I had gone to Hobby Lobby and we were all like, oh, they're on sale. This is why we were so excited. This is what you do with this product, okay? Okay, there's the last one. It does look yummy, huh? Hi, Michelle. How are you? I'm using one of your cake bases, my girl. Look at, I made the cake base and I hot glued a little pretty ribbon around it. And I turned it into a little table setting. It's so cute. I love your cake bases. I was telling everybody on here how wonderful they are and to go get some from you. Okay, there's that. So we're done with this part. I do want to glue these down, I think. I don't want anything to happen to them. So I'm gonna glue these down, you guys, just to keep them in one spot so they're not moving around. It'll just help keep them from tipping over or anything and ruining that 3D jelly that we just put on there. They're so cute. What a perfect timing, right? For the little miniature bowls to come in. Thanks, Michelle. I'm over the 3 inches though, you guys. The table is 3 inches. The little tiny cups are probably now 2 inches because they're tiny. All right, so there's our little ice creams on our little table. And now we're going to add some of these little miniature little waffle cookies and things like that. We're going to add those to, that's another thing, this 3D jelly, it does act kind of as a glue. Your sprinkles will stick to it and all that good stuff, all right? So let's look on here. There's little heart-shaped ones. So stinking cute. I actually need the tweezers to get these out of here, you guys. Isn't that a hoot? Oh, they're so tiny. So, so, so cute. Oh, there's little chocolate ones. Let's use the little chocolate ones. I have 3 of those. Oh, they're different. Hold on, guys. We'll do 1 in pink and 2 in chocolate. Or we could make all 3 of them different. Okay, we're going to do a chocolate one, a pink one, and a white one. Aren't they cute, you guys? Oh my gosh. Okay. Put the lid on that, because if you knock it over and they spill, I would cry. Cry, cry, cry. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of liquid fusion on this one, because I am going to put it down in the clay, just to be safe and give it a little extra insurance. I want to make sure that it'll stay there. So just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of glue. I'm going to have to use my tweezers for this one, because it's so tiny. All right. So I stuck the little tiny chocolate waffle, see it right there? Into the little ice cream on the side. You guys, this is so much fun. Hi, Q. How are you, friend? We're having fun over here. We're pretending like we're little girls again, Q. And we're playing with our little dolly stuff. Get our little tweezers. And go right here. Okay, so there's a little pink one. Did you find all your bees? Yes, I did. Do you know there was 4 of them little things that flew out? I did find them, though. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Thank you. I did find the bees. Ramona, how are you? I couldn't believe it. That was shocking, you guys. The other night I was showing little tiny miniatures again, little bees when I did that little mug. I'll show it to you guys in a minute. And the lid wasn't snapped shut. And when I moved it to do something, my little bees flung out of the container onto the floor. I was like, those are my bees. All right. Okay, so now we have the 3 different little waffles. There's chocolate and vanilla and kind of like strawberry, we'll pretend. Okay? So precious. All right, now these can go back in. But now we want something on our little plate to have with our, like they got to be having some cookies or something. Well, there's a cookie in there. Let's see. No, we'll just leave that for now. Hold on. All right, now we need sprinkles on here, you guys. We need something tiny, 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 tiny. I'm going to use these little stars that I just got from Jocelyn. Hold on, let me think a minute, you guys. I just got donut ones from Mariposa's Creations. Yeah, let's use this mix. This is donut sprinkles that I just got in today with those little waffle bowls. And it's, look at all them colors in there. So we'll use some of these, okay? Okay. That lid was on there, kind of weird. All right, get a little tray. I'm just having so much fun, you guys. Too much fun. Did I tell you guys I got my Liquid Fusion ordered in? I think I did. Those ice creams are so cute. Love the jelly. Thanks, Ramona. Aren't they cute? Ramona, did you go get some? Remember they were at Hobby Lobby on clearance? I hope you were able to go get some. Whoever would like to have them, I hope you were able to find them. I'm wondering if this is the wrong lid or something. What is going on with this thing? I'll take that lid off later, you guys. It's not going back on there the right way. Okay, so now let's get some little tiny, some of these little pink thingies. And some little sprinkle mix. Sometimes you got to really take your time with this, especially when it's little tiny, tiny miniature stuff, you guys. Take your time and have fun with it. Don't be in a rush. Well, hello.
Oh, sorry.
It's potential. I'll get it. It's potential spam. Hello? Hello? Hello?
What's saying that?
Hello? And then it went busy signal. So today they called me, you guys. I had so much fun with them. They said, hello, we're from AT&T, your internet service. I said, no, you're not. AT&T is not my internet service. My son was like, oh my gosh, Mom, what are you doing? I get a little, not feisty, but I do have fun telling them that they're scammers. If you can't fight with nobody ever, how boring is that, you guys? You got to be able to, get feisty once in a while with somebody. So it might as well be the scammers. You didn't call them, they called you. Right? How many of you guys say, quit calling my house? Or go along with them for a little bit? I don't think they're really getting what they want. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to put a little donut sprinkle on this one. On the side there. And maybe a little yellow Jimmy. What time do we got? Oh. hold on, guys. 15 minutes about. I want to have enough time to get these decorated the way that I want, you guys. I don't want to rush it. I'm just trying to put little sprinkles on here and make it look like it's a decorated ice cream. Okay, so there's that one. And it's got little, hold on. It's got little sprinkles on it. Different little jimmies. I could have just left it with the ice cream too, and it would have been just fine. All right. So there's that. Now we'll do the next one. Oops. We turned the heat back on today because it was so cold out, and now I can feel the heat in here. Are any of you fighting with your heater? Hi, Cheryl. How are you? They do call you too much, Helen? Oh, darn it. Yeah, they're spam callers, Angel. And I, you know, a lot of times I won't answer, but sometimes, you guys, it's not a spam caller. There have been times when I was really thankful that I answered it because it wasn't a spam call. You never know. Like, sometimes your phone service will think it's a spam call and it's not. So, I don't know. Sometimes it's good to answer it just to see and be safe. And then if it is a spam caller, I don't know, have fun with them, you guys. You know, dangle them like a fish on a fish hook. That's terrible. You had to change your number. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good, Ginger. And then there's always at the end, if you don't want us to call you no more, you know, they still call. That's just that number. And I think they have lots and lots of numbers that they use. So you'll still get phone calls, you guys. Okay, there's that one decorated. Oh, I already got 3 of them done? What the heck? Did I really already decorate 3 of them, you guys? Here, I thought I was going to number 3 and I already had it done. That's good. Okay, so now all 3 little ice creams are decorated with just some little sprinkles, some little jimmies, and things like that. That is awful, Ginger. I'm sorry. Now, you guys, I like to use glitter on my ice cream. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glitter on this. Just a little touch. I'm still not turning that glue gun off yet because I don't know that I'm done with it. I still have lots of room on that table to put some more stuff. Like that little teapot thingy. Let's do just white glitter, all right? White diamond, just to give it a little tiny, just a little sprinkle. Yeah, that looks good. Gives a little jelly, a little sprinkle too. All right. There, now it's nice and shiny. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You probably can't even see the glitter, but it does add a special little look to it. You can kind of see it on the jelly right there. All right, so there's the glitter. Now those are completely done, you guys. I'm satisfied with them. They're cute. I love the little miniatures that are on there. Let's try... I don't know if the little teapot and teacup should be on that or not. That doesn't really go with it now, you guys. Not really. Now that it's ice cream, it doesn't go with it. You know what else I have that's miniatures? Is little books. They could be having a school date where they're doing their books. Hello, Andrew. How are you? It could be where they're doing their books and having ice cream after school. How's that for using your imagination, you guys? There they are. Look at these little cups that I got from, I think from Marissa. Look at little itty bitty cups. Those could be on there too. So cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it. I've got 3 little books, you guys. If I can get them up out of here, they're tiny. Okay. Oh, this one has a teapot on it. Oh, my eyes. That looks cute with the little books on there. What do you think? Do you like it with the little books on there? Yes, my name is Maureen, Andrew. How are you, honey? Okay, guys. Do you like the books on there, you guys? Ice Party? It's cute, huh? All right, I'm going to glue those on there. I'm going to use them. I think they're cute. Hopefully I can get more little books from Marissa if I need them, because I sure like them. Okay, so we'll put one little book there. It's almost like they're a little menu, you know. I gotta check my time, guys. Up after me. Oh my gosh, you guys. I looked at it all day long. It's Lucy. I believe Lucy is up after me. Or Leanne. One of the two. Is anyone from our group on here that can check for me? I think it's Lucy. With Live Life, Love Crafts. Or Live Faith. Live Faith, Love Crafts. I do believe that is who is up next. You did do right today, Andrew. Thank you so much. Yes, ice cream party. Yes. Okay, guys, now that they're glued down, I can lift it up and show you. So here they are, the little ice creams, and they got their little books. All right. Maybe that's how they ordered their ice cream. Maybe that's the little menus. Who knows? All right, so there's that. And what time is it? Oh, my time is up, you guys. All right, so that was my miniature. I hope you guys had fun with it. I had fun with it. Grand's books would be if I give them ice cream. Really? Shoved to the side. Oh, Angel. Okay, I think it's adorable. So we took our little tiny table that we got from Crafty Mam. It's a little cake stand. We added a little piece of ribbon all the way around it. This was in those ribbon bundles that you can get at Michael's. And then these little plates came from the Dollar Tree. And the little books came from Das Craft Boutique. The little waffle cups came from Mariposa's Creations. And the little tiny waffle thingies in there, they came from Crafty Amy Girl. And then the little mixes, those came from Mariposa's Creations. And it is her donut sprinkles. All right, donut sprinkles. And here comes my love. Look, Grandma made. Oh, I want you guys to see his reaction to cute stuff. Hold on. Come here. Look what I got. Can we set this down here? Look it. Come here. Oh, look at this cute little ice cream.
It's one.
Yeah, look it. You want one in here? Okay, can you say hi?
Hi.
They can't see you. Here. There you are. Say hi, guys. My little long-haired boy, isn't he precious? You want a froggy? Oh, look at that cute frog. Oh, him
Yes.
cute. Okay, give him a kiss. And give him a hug. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, can you say bye? Say bye. Right here, look.
Get who's next?
Okay, they're not fruit snacks. All right, guys, I'm going to go and play with him. I will talk to you all later. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. It was fun to come on here and do little itty bitty things with you guys. I had a lot of fun. They're saying hi, Crimson. They're saying hi. Can you say hi? He says, no, I'm busy looking at Grandma's miniature things. I have fun stuff. Grandma has, whoa, those are eyeballs. They're better to see you with, mother. All right, guys, let's go see if, I think it is Lucy who is up with Live, Faith, Love Crafts. All right, so we'll go over there. If it's not her, then it's Leanne, you guys. Go check the flyer if I'm mistaken. Thank you so much. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, everybody. I wish I could stay on longer. I don't want to get off, but my time is up, so I gotta go. I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.
Eyeball.